Oh my goodness. Well, Joe Tacopina is quitting Trump's team. He's asking the judges to let him off. Trump is, of course, throwing him under the bus. He gives me bad advice. It's a horrible lawyer, yada, yada, yada. So let's look and see Tacopina. We're going to look at Tacopina and what's going on with this. Up. I don't know, something going off there. Okay. So the overview of all of this is the friendship, etc. They are not buddies. Let's put it that way. At the center of it, he wants to turn his back on it and go forward. Okay. Underneath of it, we have the law, and underneath of it, the light is dawning. When it comes to, was it really worth it to be on his team ever? Okay. So in the past, we have the doorway. This was a doorway. He thought it was going to benefit him. But now, we have a fly in the ointment. Now, Trump is wanting to throw him under the bus. Okay. Above it, looking at the direction where it's going. Underneath of it, this is something he's struggling with. And underneath of it all, that's the foundation as he's struggling with it. Sorry about that. But underneath of it, we have the dark clouds of the future. He's looking at this going, this is not good. Okay. The challenge is, for Tacopina, protection. I think he wants to protect his image, protect his, viability as a lawyer. The outcome is this crafty drama, okay? Above it, we have the rainbows. He thought this was going to be good. And underneath of it, the foundation, he's walking away. He's seen the light of day. Underneath of it, it's about control and whatever new has come up, okay? I don't know, this stupid phone. What? Stop, phone, stop. I don't know what this is playing. Oh my Lord. I don't know. I've got, my phone is going in my ears here. Okay, so Tacopina is leaving, and Trump is again trying to throw him under the bus, saying he gave me really bad legal advice. Above it, this is, the rainbow, hoping for better things, and sometimes the cash, the money at the end of the rainbow. Good luck with that. I hope you got paid up front, because if you don't win the case for him, then he says he doesn't owe you anything, because what you need to do is win the case, okay? Because underneath of all of it, we have the future control. Being able to control. The foundation, seeing the light of day. This is what he's struggling with and walking away. Okay, above it, he's turning his back on it. And he's looking at the direction when it comes to the payoff. Okay, the promises, the payoffs, the drama. What's crossing it is the law, his law degree, etc. Going into it, of course, we had the doorway open to the fly in the ointment, and he's trying to protect himself because, of course, Trump is trying to be deceitful and crafty and throw him under the bus. Okay. So, not fabulous. Let's get the tarot and see what it says. And then I want to pull cards from 45's view of it. We'll pull the Lenormand and look at it from that aspect as well. And just see what it's going to tell us. But let's look at this. What can you tell me about Joe Tacopina and leaving the Trump thing now, asking to be released from whatever other things he's been working on with Trump? So above the whole thing is the strength of the situation, okay? I think he wants to try to keep some, integrity, like he's had any integrity to begin with, some of the things he's been out there saying when it came to E. Jean Carroll and all of that. But let's see what else we have with here. Taking a breath. He needs a breather, okay? The strength of this, and he just says, I need a breather. I need to fly away, okay, from this loon. But let's see what the rest of the cards have to say. Okay. So at the center of it, we have, okay, is this the Justice Department? Is this democracy? Is this Biden? Let's look and see. Underneath of it, the sharing, what's crossing it is the sharing, and underneath of it all, we have investigating what's being shared. Maybe it has to do with his insanity about Biden and blaming everything on the Biden administration, okay? Which Biden has nothing to do with this, okay? So maybe even, Trump's toxic things that he's saying behind the scenes is even maybe too much toxicity for Tacopina. Going into it in the past, he thought this was a way for his ship to come in. He thought this was going to benefit him, okay? What's going on now, he's juggling this stuff. Above it, feeling tied up, okay, with things. And the foundation is trying to keep a lid on things. Underneath of it all is the long-term, his long-term benefit for his long-term, which is slow-moving. He's juggling the thing with the money, etc. Will he get paid? Will he not? Okay. The challenge is the ideations and what's being put there. And since it's a challenge card, I think it's his, that he keeps getting pressured by Trump. You're going to do it this way or that way. And he's just had enough of it. The outcome is, the message is, he wants to leave. He said, I don't want to take the action. I want out of here. Okay. Above it, we've got the manipulation, the smoke and mirrors manipulation. Underneath of it, really not happy with it. The foundation, not happy with it. Underneath of it all is the history dealing with Trump. And of course, he's trying to do this new action. See what else we have. Because Trump, wants to control everything. Okay? And he doesn't like the outcome, what's coming for E. Jean Carroll. Okay? So, of course, he wants to blame Tacopina and go forward. Because that's what he does. That's what Trump does. He throws everybody under the bus. It's their fault. Not my fault, it's their fault. Okay? So, if we look at the major arcana, what's going on with this, looking deeper at the manipulations, okay? So In the concrete world, this is being juggled when it comes to his long-term benefit, which is very slow-moving with Trump. Good luck getting paid, okay? Mentally, feels tied up because of why? Because Trump wants to rule over everything, and he's just, why did I ever get involved with this guy? Okay. Emotionally, I think it has to do with the things that he erroneously says about Biden, that he's sharing with him all the time, and wants to just, he knows this is a Pandora's box of drama from the history with Trump. Action, he thought this was his ship going to come in, but now he's got the message that I am bailing. I have had enough of this guy. I'm out of here. Okay. Because he sees the strength of this, he's not able to do what he needs to do. He gives him advice, and then when things don't work out in 45's way, he throws him under the bus, says it's all Tacopina's fault, etc. So, yeah, not good. Tacopina says, I've had enough. So let's do the Lenormand, and we'll look at it from 45's view. So what is going on with 45 with this? What's going on with 45 when it comes to Tacopina? Okay, the overview is, okay, yeah, dark things. He wants to go into dark conversations. He wants to, down and dirty, etc. Okay. At the center of it, he has to control, of course. Crossing it is the future, and underneath of it, the light of day is dawning. You got to see under the surface. In the past, all hearts and flowers, all good in the past when they were going into it. But now he sees the letter of the law, what's coming down, the judgments, etc. Above it, this has been his life path, what he's doing. It's about the fraud, the manipulation, the drama, okay? And underneath of it is, that's the key, about his wanting to be fraudulent, etc. He'll draw people in with all this flowery stuff, but when the writing on the wall shows up, his life has been that of deception, etc. And Tacopina should have seen that. That's key. Okay. So the challenge is slow walking this, trying to protect himself. That's what 45 does. Delay, then hides in his shell to protect himself. The outcome is waking up because maybe Joe Tacopina woke up to what he's doing and has had enough. Above it, it's all about his business and the timing of it all and what's being cut. And the underneath of it all, what's being anchored in, and this is his narcissism, okay? It's his narcissism of wanting to control the narrative, and he goes to the dark side all the time, okay? And so Trump wants him to go to the dark side. He wants to bully him into, making up stuff and saying stuff that's not true, putting it out there. Okay, above it all of his life path has been about the business stuff, what he can get from it. Okay, underneath of it all, the light is about his deception, okay? And what's being cut. What's crossing everything is the future, and the key is what he tries to anchor in. At the center, it's all about his ability to control. He goes in there with all the flowery stuff, but the writing on the wall is here. And then he wants to hide away from waking up to the truth. Okay? He wants to slow walk it. Don't wake up. We can't have that wokeness. We can't have anybody waking up to the truth. Okay? So that's what I get with Tacopina and Trump. And Tacopina has said, I've had enough. You know, good luck with getting that paycheck, because according to Trump, you didn't win the case, and he only pays winners, not losers, okay? So I'm going to leave that here. We'll see you online.